It's December 29th, 2007, the last night of the NFL regular season, and 78,000 fans pack into Giants Stadium, the New England Patriots, who are 15-0, one win away from the perfect season. But the New York Giants want to end their perfect season. And through 3 quarters, it looked like the Giants really had a chance. But late in the fourth, Tom Brady drops back and lets the ball fly to Randy Moss for a touchdown, sealing the perfect season and giving the Giants hope for revenge, maybe in the playoffs. Join us today as we dive into how the Patriots went 16-0, becoming the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to have a perfect season. Today on Daily Sports History. Welcome to Daily Sports History. I'm Ethan Reese, your guide, because every season is my perfect season, getting to watch football. So the New England Patriots in the early 2000s were honestly one of the best teams ever. They ended up winning 5 Super Bowls under Bill Belichick, who was a crazy hire at the time. Bill Belichick got hired in 2000 after originally being hired by the Jets, but the Patriots made him a better offer and basically gave him complete control over the team. He was the general manager and the head coach. And in 2001, he won his very first Super Bowl with this gangly quarterback in Tom Brady, who replaced Pro Bowler Drew Bledsoe, and they continued to have success for years and years, winning 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. And they were good every year, and Tom Brady became a very good quarterback. In 2006, they were a good team, winning 12 games, going all the way to the AFC Championship, where they lost to their rivals at the time, the Indianapolis Colts and Peyton Manning. So they missed out on another chance at the Super Bowl, so they were retooling. They made a really big trade that really changed everything. They traded for Randy Moss, who was part of the Oakland Raiders, and they only took a 4th round pick. Now we have to remember, Randy Moss at the time was not who he was with the Minnesota Vikings. With the Minnesota Vikings, he was arguably the greatest receiver of all time. Then he went to the Oakland Raiders and struggled with quarterback and coaches. He just wasn't the same player and was a distraction for the team. And so really, Oakland just wanted him out. And the Patriots were like, okay, we'll take this generational talent and have him set records his first year. They also signed an unrestricted free agent out of Miami, who they had faced year after year and struggled with, in Wes Welker, who went on to become a staple with the team as well. And then they added Dante Stallweather and Benjamin Watson at tight end, giving them a very strong receiving group that's stronger than Tom Brady has ever had. And on their line, they had a core of Logan Mankins and Matt Light, who were able to give Tom Brady enough time throughout the whole entire season. And the defense was led by their stalwarts in Teddy Bruschi and Mike Vrabel at linebacker. And the defensive line was headed by Vince Wilfork and Richard Seymour. In 2006, they promoted from within after they lost their offensive coordinator, and they gave the job to Josh McDaniels, who has proven to be one of the better offensive coordinators in modern NFL history, at least with the Patriots. He designed this anyone can catch the ball system that really maximized mismatches and gave Tom Brady, who was his college roommate, a chance to thrive this season. And they also had Romeo Cornell to transition the team to a 4-3 and really revamp the team. So the team is ready to go. They're revamped, and they play week 1 in Giant Stadium against the New York Jets. And the Patriots win handily. The Jets were a so-so team at the time, and they won 38-14. But the next day is what really stood out in this game and really kind of defined the Patriots for a long time. Gave them kind of a moniker of cheating. This is when Spygate happened. It happened the same year that they went undefeated. They were investigating the team for videotaping opposing coaches' defensive signals. And this was clearly against the rules. You can watch them, but you cannot videotape them and break it down, and that way you can have an upper hand. If you can figure it out by watching them, that's one thing. But if you are videotaping and then you can rewind it and see what they're doing and what play, that's the problem. So they fined Bill Belichick $500,000, the largest in history for a coach. And they fined the Patriots $250,000 and took away a first-round pick. That is huge. I know sometimes we see these picks get taken away for different little scandals here and there, and they could be devastating to a team. But all this chaos that was going around, it kind of just fueled the Patriots to keep going. They would go on to beat the Chargers and the Bills and the Bengals, easily scoring over 34 points in every game, winning by over 3 touchdowns. At the time, Tom Brady was completing 74% of his passes, and Randy Moss and Wes Welker were a revolution for the team. Previously, the team was a run-heavy team. This was a pass-heavy team that was having success over and over and over. By the time the team had gotten through October, they were averaging over 40 points a game, which, if they would have finished that way, would have been an NFL record. They were just an unstoppable force, running at tempos faster and faster and faster. Week 5, they demolished the Cleveland Browns. No surprise. Then they go for 48 versus Dallas, 49 versus Miami, 52 versus Washington, winning by 45 points, the most lopsided victory in Bill Belichick's career. They are 8-0. Their offense looks amazing. Their defense doesn't even have to do very much. They're doing enough, but their defense is doing good as well, regularly holding teams 20 points a game and scoring over 40. This team was a juggernaut through the first 8 weeks. Through 8 games, Tom Brady had already thrown for 30 touchdowns. At this time, they only played 16 games. Halfway through the season, he had thrown for 30 touchdowns. That's more than most quarterbacks throw the entire season. And this new revolution was really happening because Randy Moss had found himself. He became the deep threat he was in Minnesota. And Wes Welker was the secure, underneath guy that would get you the third down when needed. Then week 9 comes where they face against their rival at the time, the Indianapolis Colts, and Peyton Manning. The Patriots are undefeated and the Colts are undefeated. They build it as the Super Bowl in November, or the AFC title game in November. And this was their closest game by far. The Colts actually led 20-10 late in the fourth quarter, and Brady made a comeback, throwing a 55-yard pass to Randy Moss that draws a passing interference that leads to a Wes Welker touchdown, and then they get the ball back and march down where Kevin Folk, the running back, punches it in, giving them another touchdown and the victory. So now, even in a resilient game facing the best other team in the AFC, they are able to come back and stay undefeated. Tom Brady, through 11 games, throws for 38 touchdown passes, and Randy Moss is getting very close to Jerry Rice's single-season touchdown record. Now, by the time December comes, it seems like the Patriots are starting to slow down on offense, partly because they play outside in Weather City, Boston. Yeah, it's going to slow some things down when you're a pass-heavy team. Then on December 3rd, in Week 13, they face off against the Ravens. They are 12-0. It is cold. They're on the road, and Baltimore's defense is one of the best in the league. Brady is repeatedly pressured, and the Pats actually trail late into the game, 17-24. And the Ravens actually stopped them on a 4th down play, but the Patriots called timeout just before, and it gave them new life. And Brady scrambles on a 4th and 5, and is able to get the first down to save the drive. And we throw a touchdown pass to Jabari Gaffney with 44 seconds left, giving them the victory, preserving their undefeated season at 13-0. Then Week 15 comes up. It's kind of the grudge match against the New York Jets. Spygate happened the first week of the season. They're back. Snows everywhere. But it's not enough for the Jets, as the Patriots come out with another win, 20-10. Now, everyone is talking about, will they go undefeated? Will they have a perfect season? As they face off against the Miami Dolphins, the last team to have a perfect season. And Tom Brady set the tone, winning 28-7 against the Miami Dolphins. They have one more game. They already clinched the playoffs. There's no reason for them to play other than this perfect season. Facing off against the New York Giants, who had already clinched the playoffs and could rest all their starters and head into the NFL playoffs. But they could also play spoilers to the Patriots, ending their undefeated season. The game is at Giant Stadium. It's a cold game, over 70,000 in attendance. Everyone around the country is watching to see if the Patriots will go undefeated. And the Giants come out not resting their starters, but play aggressive. And Eli Manning seems to be on his playoff high, because we all know his best games come against the Patriots, and leads them to an early touchdown. In the first quarter, the Giants lead 7-3, and the Giants maintain their lead in the second after Manning throws a touchdown pass to Plexico Burress. The Patriots, who had dominated most of the season, had only a couple scares, were struggling. The Giants' defensive line was pressuring Brady like he had not been pressured all season, hitting him over and over and over. But Brady hits Moss for a short touchdown where they take the lead into half, 17-14. In the third quarter, the Giants come back and take the lead. And in the fourth quarter, on a 2nd and 10, 62 yards from the end zone, Brady sees Moss in single coverage and passes the ball to him, throwing his 50th touchdown on the season. And Moss scores his 23rd on the season, each NFL records. Moss, he still holds. Brady lost it to some guy named Peyton Manning. But a huge moment for both of their careers and gives them the lead in the victory, 38-35. Everyone's all excited. The Patriots had just gone for an undefeated regular season. They needed 3 more games to have an undefeated season. And unfortunately for them, playing the Giants the last week of the season may have been the worst luck they could have had, because they have a first round bye. So in the second round, they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars, beating them easily. And then they surprisingly face off against the San Diego Chargers and Phillip Rivers and defeat them 21-12. And in the NFC, a surprise emerges. As the 5th seed, the New York Giants beat Tampa Bay. They go on to beat number 1, the Dallas Cowboys. And then in the NFC Championship, they're able to squeak by the Green Bay Packers, making it all the way to the Super Bowl to face off the team that beat them just a few weeks earlier in the Patriots. They knew they could hang with them as they only lost by 3 points previously, and the Patriots were 18-0, trying to cap an undefeated season. And we all know what happened. David Tyree catches a crazy pass on his helmet, and Manning defeats the Patriots in the Super Bowl, ending the perfect season as the Miami Dolphins pop the cork, the latest they have ever done so, celebrating being the last NFL undefeated team in NFL history. I want to thank you for listening to today's Daily Sports History. If you like this, please follow us on our social media. We're at Daily Sports History. All the links are below in the description. If you want to click on those, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, Threads. Wherever you like to socialize, we'll be there to socialize with you. Easy way to connect with me, and I will respond to you. If you have any questions or any show ideas, just let me know. And come back, and we'll see you on the next one.